Hello, friends. Welcome back to Puzzle Wednesday. We're at Petal Crash 21st edition. Don't read the top of that. I'll fix that in a minute. I can count. You can count. None of us can count that high. We're back with Tug of War. It's, we've been with this game for a long time at this point. Crazy to think, but we got some strong players here tonight. We're going to show off some strong matches. And we're going to roast Rune for being Australian. Anyway, speaking of, I'm Juicey, and our commentator lineup tonight is going to be Roonespism.
G'day, mate. Bonza.
That's what I hear 90% of the time, yes.
Yeah, I just talk like this, and that's how it reaches your ears.
I have RaspberryFloof.
Hi.
And, you know, we might get some people filtering in on the mic as the night goes on. But, go ahead and tip your waiters for the night. We got Notester82, and JustAlex as your TOs. Speaking of which, if you're in bracket tonight, make sure you're also in the Discord. Get match called. Go on TO desk, they'll say your name and be like, wow, it's time to play the video game. Oh, God bless, you can just hear the lucid flow of consciousness coming out of my mouth. Let's get some games started. I think we should have something queued up soon, but we'll see in a moment.
Just waiting on our TOs, I think.
Everyone's in here vibing, though. I think the thing that's gonna heartbreak me a little bit with a couple years of established Petal Crash Online is gonna be that with the higher fidelity sprites, there's not gonna be as many custom palettes out the gate. Like, outside of Raz rocking Vanilla Orchid, there's so many custom colors and references. I definitely petitioned...
I mean, it's also on default Yasodi.
Yeah. No, he's not.
Yeah, not?
I quietly petitioned Ashley to be like, hey, let Strelitz keep his damn palette, but we'll see if that actually holds. Okay, it sounds like we got match calls. We're gonna have Ardrox and Rats, but this is a different Rats than Staff Rats. So this is their first tournament. I'll see what happens. Challenge not accepted yet. Petal Crash is potentially kind of a brutal first bracket. Not because, like, you know, it's a deeply difficult to understand game, but we are at bracket... Yeah, we're at bracket 21. A lot of the sickos are those that remain.
Alright, I'm seeing Ardrox build a bunch of pairs around the... Actually, no, both of them are building a reasonable blueprint-style chain around the side. In fact, Ratz's is a little better.
Oh yeah, that's a nice 20.
Actually, one moment. My game is a little loud and my Discord's a little quiet. There we go.
I don't remember what Ardrox's familiarity with Petal Crash is. He enters everything.
Not very high. Yeah, he plays everything, but generally the people who play everything, Petal Crash is one of the things that they miss out on.
That's fair.
Like the staff Rats. They're not here because they don't play Petal Crash as much as they play everything else.
True. It can feel like some of the indie stuff is where the all-arounders tend to fall off just a touch.
But as for the Rats who is actually on stream, they are not playing as fast as some of the top competitors here, obviously, but their ability to make chains is quite high.
Yeah, like that's solid damage output.
Yeah, is that, what, 50-50 or 60-60? Oh no, not even 50-50. Well, sorry, that's a little dismissive, but... I knew the two numbers would be the same because they were playing very efficiently, but again, it's a little slow. So if they can do that just about 50% faster, then they will find some success even against the killers we have in bracket.
Yeah, like Ardrox also still gets the idea of like wraparound chains with board here. Unfortunately, he's leaving himself gaps that are going to be grown over in about 2 turns.
Yes.
That's not...
Yeah, so... Ardrox, you're right, he's leaving gaps in his chains, which means that as the spawners come in, his chains start to cut. And what he's been doing is, he's been noticing that and setting them off early. But because of that, his chains aren't nearly as big as Rats's.
Yeah. The real mitigating factor would be if he attacked first, but he'd still need to have something comparable to what Rat would be able to throw out by this point.
Yeah.
It does fall into the Puyo problem a little bit of you can just be hard skill checked if your opponent has better execution than you. It's not as brutal, but you need to at least be kind of in the same weight class.
Here we're entering an interesting part of the match though, because Rats did not have to demonstrate at all last round if they were good at dealing with garbage or not. Whereas this
that's
time
fair.
Ardrox to land a couple of hits.
We have to figure out disadvantage, baby.
Yeah. As fun as it is to just try and win the game wire to wire, cruising the entire time. That's how I used to do it back when I was the only person who was very good at the game. Ooh. Oh wait, no, sorry. They
No, that works.
Yeah. No, I saw the chain from the right.
Rat seems to be accepting a lot of damage still, and we're making moves across the board there. Down a stock.
Yeah.
Okay, opens that back up. We're gonna take it the other way, and that mostly works.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them actually unpack the red petals first to
Yeah.
get one extra one.
The option was there.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like Ras has sped up a little bit. Back when they both had a decent amount of garbage on board, Rats was finding slightly better chains, but they were playing a fair bit slower, so they lost the stock.
Are larger clears worth anything, or are power clears not a thing? They most certainly are.
Oh yeah, power clears are absolutely... Oh wow, yeah, no. Rats is finding better chains. I think they may have sent a little bit more garbage. No, just actually a tiny bit less. But they're not playing fast enough, their opponent just beats them on speed.
Yeah, the damage formula in this game is based on chain length and number of petals cleared. So
Yes,
if you clear
you need
more
a high
petals,
amount
whether just because your chain is longer or because you do power chains, you're still doing more damage.
Yeah. The other key thing to know about Petal Crash's damage formula is that the chain multiplier caps at 5. So the most efficient chains are actually 5 chains that are heavily power clearing. I mean, obviously a 13 chain is also going to do big damage, but it's slower to resolve because it needs to do 13 animations.
Ooh, nice tempo save link there for Ardrox.
Okay. We got at least a 3 set up on Rat's side.
Yep, and if they can see the greens here.
There
as
it
well.
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, very impressive chain there. They managed to build it fairly quickly too.
Yeah, and Ardrox was already kind of stuck in a corner.
Yeah. He has a way out.
Digging out the garbage.
He doesn't have a way out if you add an extra 6 chain on top.
Do that.
Probably some cruel and heartless person on the other side of the playfield. It is still possible for Ardrox to make a match here. He'll need to be pretty quick to see it. Okay.
Okay, yep.
There you go, 50-50, like I said. I was just seeing the future.
Yeah. That's why you're so good at this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ability to see the future is very useful in a lot of puzzle games.
Hey, I can actually do that too, but I can only see the future right in front of me, so like 1 second from now?
Oh yeah.
It's not as helpful as you
even
think.
that can be useful sometimes, and as it gets longer and longer, it gets better. Alright, Rat's noticing the cut in their chain and fixing it. They want to get that red petal in the middle to stop that from happening again, but they can't figure out a good way to do it, so they just put it over there.
Taking it early, which, fine. Fine. Jeez, calm. Oh, that was clutch. That ender was nice.
Yeah, Ardrox gets caught by a corner case there, and ends up with a much shorter chain.
It really seems like you're gonna have to throw Rats off of their game if you're going to score a win. Because left to their own devices, you get that.
Yeah, their ability to perform large openings is quite good. It seems to be what they're best at.
Even the mid-game chains are good, you just are clearly losing tempo a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is like another, what, 6 or 7 chain if they can set it off?
We could tack on more.
There is a red
The
petal
greens
in
are...
the middle
Yeah,
there.
there it is.
I mean, that's the nice thing. Oh, nope, they've got a red spawn in the middle of those blues.
I mean,
It
still
there,
hurts.
though. Yeah.
Just gonna
So they can just figure out a
actively...
way to get this middle connected again. Okay, no, they're just taking it separately. I was wondering if they could get the purples involved somehow.
Ardrox is not as much trouble as I would have guessed. Change, but like at least in that snapshot of life there,
Yeah.
he was doing fine.
No, the nice thing
Oh,
thing about
no.
being faster than your opponent
Wait,
is that
no.
even if they are making big chains, you can just clear out the garbage quickly and then beat them on the bar.
Ardrox could have kept going on left board. That's tragic.
He could have, yes. There was one green move that he still had access to.
Yeah, and he should have done it. Okay. Let's take a look. What do we got? We only have one stream match called. I gotta play against Nightshine. Okay.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you. We're gonna do the Juicey special with this game and play Extreme Rushdown. Gonna throw a lot. We're gonna. I trash boat.
Hello.
Welcome to the microphone, TrashBoat, who's gonna be carrying my sorry ass on commentary tonight as my brain slowly dies.
That's good. You don't need a brain for Petal Crash anyway.
Everyone tells me that, and I've just been scared to make that leap, you know?
Tell me one Petal Crash player that thinks.
Raz.
Okay, no, those are like... But Raz plays like quick swipe. Those are more so motor skills for doing quick swipe stuff. That's not like... That's not...
Oh,
Petal
so you're
Crash.
saying it's being offset there.
Yeah, exactly.
The quote unquote thinking is shifted around tech execution.
Yeah, the thinking is how to do the lightning loops and not landing the one hit in neutral.
Okay.
Telling me I'm playing the Gen of this game mode, basically.
Yeah,
Probably
Thinking about all my stances.
Yeah, have 2 complete movesets.
Alright. Okay.
Your opponent is also interested in the rushdown, Juicy, although yours is slightly bigger.
I don't know, Juicy doesn't seem to be rushing down. This is like, well, this is rushdown enough.
Oh.
That cut.
Imagine you only wanted to move that orange petal out of the way and not just take your chain in halves there.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
I'm just mashing at this point.
Yeah, no, now that the opening is done, you are definitely just going with whatever you see immediately. Which is what you're supposed to do.
No, that is what you're supposed to do. This is actually...
Yeah, that is absolutely the legit Petal Crash strategy.
You may not like what it looks like, but this is what peak Petal performance is.
I mean, ideally you would get to the point where one day the first thing you see is a 5-chain, and then you will become one of the greatest Petal Crashers alive.
Just the first thing I do is a good move. Look how many yellows.
Those are a lot of yellows. If you could like take this a 3-chain that'd be pretty...
Yeah, but what if I do a big one?
You know, we like a big one.
Okay, I did a 3.
One situation a Petal Crash 1 board can get into where if you have a lot of petals and not a lot of garbage, every time you grow it just kind of keeps making big moves for you.
Moving spawners and not having spawners grow under is gonna mess me so much in 2.
Oh yeah. No, with the playstyle you've got, I imagine it will.
I'm gonna get so nerfed.
Petal Crash 2.
So deeply nerfed.
That's okay. You can do the old head tech of being like, oh, Petal Crash 2 is for babies. That's why I'm losing.
I'm absolutely gonna do that.
I was afraid I was gonna have to do that, but I'm fine at 2.
Oh no, Rune got the early access leak version.
Yeah, no. We often joke about getting money from big whatever. In this case, Big Petal Crash is getting money from me.
Okay, we love to support Petal Esports.
At least you paid for your early access.
So are we saying that Rune is the Petal Crash lobby?
Petal Crash,
More or less.
a supporter of the Petal Crash Foundation.
Yeah. So Shyne's playing a lot faster in this round, and they are doing a much better job clearing out this garbage. However, they're struggling to find chains. And because of that, Juicy's board is completely pristine, not a drop of garbage on it. He just gets to kind of play whatever he wants.
Yeah. And it is just kind of the boys giving him chains.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm laughing because I saw a good chain on Juicy's board. I was like, okay, he's gonna go for it, and then immediately takes the 1.
This is the one game with a Dan Hibiki palette that I'm allowed to mash. Because I cannot be belligerent in Puzzle Fighter.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Okay, buddy.
You know, you don't have to win. You could just be funny.
You know, usually I'm down with being in service of Team Funny. Don't get me wrong.
Oh man, this is the makings of a monster chain for Juicey here. Unfortunately, that would have worked in Petal Crash too.
Yeah, that.
With the reds.
Well, you know, I think it worked in Petal Crash 1 as well.
No, most of it worked in Petal Crash 1 as well.
Ooh, I still got it.
That chain does have a chain to fire back with, so Juicey doesn't get to just be comfortable forever here.
I can work on it. If we want to bring another community joke into it, I feel so much stronger after having not played Petal Crash in a long time.
Oh, break theory, huh?
Yeah, I'm starting to be a believer in break theory. And like I see between the lines, I get my chance at work.
Yeah, certainly looks pretty good. Did your break help you with this one?
I think so, actually.
Oh yeah.
No joke, this is probably the best I've seen Juicey play Petal Crash.
I'll even take that as a compliment and not even backhanded.
Nightshine had all of these groups of 3 just waiting to get turned into a chain somehow, but...
No, Nightchain had to way out and they kinda,
Yeah.
pushed themselves out of it.
GG's.
Yeah, no, that was impressive, Juicy.
Thank you.
And
Like 60,
Yeah, it's a shame
54
that
are
Nightshine had to
good
run into
numbers.
the newly awakened Juicey. They could have had a more even match otherwise.
Okay. Where are we at in the bracket? I got a ping somewhere. Yeah, we're in grand finals. We've never not been in grand finals. All these matches are grand finals. Where are we?
Okay,
we're
right? Welcome to Puzzle Wednesday, where every match is grand finals.
Yeah, we're actually winners quarters now.
oh, it's in the thing! Okay, I forgot that was in there.
Okay. So, we should have another match here queued up in a second. That is my favorite post patch quote ad.
Wasn't that the only one, or was there more?
I'm pretty sure. Let me pull it up.
The one that matters.
No,
Yeah,
we got
the only one that
Sicko's ad in post. You telling me this is not?
No, Sicko's is already on my favorites list, and this is my first time playing on the new thing.
Sicko's was not in base.
Yeah, no, Sicko's was in base. Are you joking?
Yeah, I think Sickles was.
Sickles wasn't in base, but it wasn't like it wasn't.
Oh yeah, maybe it got added in like a old patch, but definitely.
Yeah, I was
didn't
gonna
get
say,
added.
y'all can't keep gaslighting me like this.
Yeah, but that means it got added years ago.
Anyway, I think we're Raz and Darkslayer, yeah? Let me get in there.
That's entirely possible. It does say stream match call above those 2 names.
That's crazy. You guys can read?
Only sometimes. Like, I've seen these strange symbols so many times that I'm pretty sure they mean stream match call.
Grand Finals of Winners Quarters, you know it. Maybe I should enter more brackets, Delirious. Oh, Raz, I saw that. I saw a move that you missed for once. That Big Blue is very funny, though.
No, everyone loves Big Blue.
Yo, Big Blue? It is it is everyone's favorite Smash Brothers level. This is one of those times where you get into the Dragon Ball fights, and we always talk about this. But there's just a certain amount where you get past perceivable, you know, action to thought processing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can follow most of what's going on. It's just difficult to commentate because it's very even.
I always find it interesting how much Raz has stuck to her guns and picked what's essentially off meta by doing quick swipe on controller. Because it has its own movement tech, and you can do some stuff that's like exclusive to that as a control style. But if you
But why would you?
like, you largely see keyboard and mouse, or is that the forbidden one?
Keyboard and mouse at the same time is the forbidden control.
Keyboard and mouse is the forbidden.
Sorry, my bad. That and 4-button as two of the more dominant control styles.
Most people either play on mouse or whatever else they play on, they play 4-button.
I play 4-button on mouse.
Oh.
Your mouse has 4
I mean,
buttons.
my mouse does have 4 buttons, but I don't use most of them.
Yeah, we live in the future, TrashBoat.
That's crazy. What do you even use 4 mouse buttons for, right?
Petal crash.
Left and right.
Walked right into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I mean, sometimes that's the mind game, right? The mind game is no mind game. Anyway, as we've been goofing off, you wanna know what's been happening?
DarkslayerKL kind of got crowded with guards while we were goofing off.
Yeah, what's been happening is that RaspberryFloof has been playing slightly better and more efficient, or not better, sorry, slightly faster and more efficiently than their opponent.
Raz has been doing a lot of clears.
A little advantage that has now turned into a very big one.
She's been using clears with like tons of material. A lot of things that got her, or got Darkslayer in disadvantage, like 3 chains with 10 petals each.
Ooh, this is fun. Yeah. That was rough.
Oops.
Alright, good warm-up.
Yeah?
Yeah, good warm-up. Good practice. This is the real one now. I mean,
You got it, Amelia.
Got one. No, don't say that. No.
Look, she has been passively invoked twice in bracket so far.
Okay, but you don't have to call out the Amelia Brain one. You already know they're there.
No, I do.
I don't need affirmation.
Oh no, Beetlejuice. Okay.
There's a game happening here. Oh, Raz took some damage. That's crazy. It's not gonna do anything because Raz just is garbage, like the modern North American raccoon.
I mean, they're both kind of deeply in the sauce right now.
I like Raz's board better, but Darkslayer's board is also not really disqualified. It's like 1 or 2 clears away from just being normal. I mean, you could just like ignore it until you clear back over there again. But
There's still good moves to be made, but Darkslayer's bottom end of board is kind of disqualifying at this point. We're opening it back up.
Ooh, no, but then that. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be. Ooh, gosh, yeah. The timing on all this garbage has been awful for Darkslayer.
Dang. Darkslayer got hit with the corner case. That would have worked in Petal too.
That is the quintessential downward Petal 2. I don't want to like give myself another like a coding assignment, nothing, right? I don't want to have to look at a compiler anytime soon. But it would be interesting to have like a mod for Petal Crash that like does like a little that would work in Petal 2 pop up whenever you make it clear that would work in Petal 2.
You could look at the coder for fun.
No,
And
you know, I like the truth.
We love to do things for fun and education.
It would be fun. Ooh, it's like... What's Raz doing? Raz has been sort of dominating. I haven't had the thought to look.
Raz's chains are not as like wildly unpredictable and hard to read like Rune, but the consistency is there.
Rune's chains aren't hard to read. I mean,
Okay, buddy.
Not the last time I saw him, which was like about 9:40ish this morning.
Yeah.
Before work.
You probably think your chains aren't hard to read.
My chains aren't hard to read, actually. All right, they're
Okay.
like my chains are like the grappler of Petal Crash, right?
Yeah.
Like they're big and threatening, but you can read them. You know, it's like Zangief's throw loops aren't hard to read. They're just they're big and they're threatening, and they do a lot.
Okay.
And maybe you'll see them, but
Rez not setting off with blues, but we are going to get decent power link near the middle of it. So she wins first hit.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good take up on orange. I wouldn't see that. But now they kind of a little lost on tempo. Oh no, but that doesn't matter. Darkslayer they're kind of still in an alright position, but
Thing is, for like every tempo hit that Raz takes, Darkslayer's taking one around equal weight, if not slightly more.
Mostly slightly worse.
Don't have a real bead on what Darkslayer's option out here is. We get greens, that corner cases, so no yellows.
Yeah, but there's something here. Like these yellows on the left side, they can work to something. Okay. They might have won. Okay, now if they can make these. I was gonna say make a line out of blues, but this is actually a good chain too, and that keeps them out of dodge.
We're freeing up the board, getting a little bit of battle bar advantage. Darkslayer can do something here.
Yeah, Darkslayer can do something here.
We're gonna cut that chain in half, unfortunately.
But they're kind of cooking here. They're actually kind of swinging out.
Hello, Ashley.
Okay. Okay, Darkslayer kind of getting back in the groove.
Yeah. I think some of the more brutal advantage that they had by damage is out now, but
no, but they're like kind of getting good enough to like probably like win this out and stop it.
could be. Being dis.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Darkslayer essentially has to reverse 3-0 on stock, which is no one's favorite time, because you lose consideration windows completely. And, look, as some people would want to propagandize, you want to hold down puzzle games, that's not as easy as you think it is.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess, okay, it's hard to hold down in Petal Crash, because, like, you know...
All it does is put your cursor at the bottom.
Yeah, it's got that tile thing going on, right? So, like, that's harder here. But, you know, holding down... Easy.
If you have cursor wrap on, then holding down in Petal Crash doesn't even do that. It just makes it wrap around the board.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Gosh.
They may be able
Looks
to...
like while I was playing my game, Darkslayer may have found what they were fighting for and figured out how to maybe take one game off of Raz.
Yeah, like, we are scrapping incredibly hard.
Yeah, we are scrapping hard. Raz finds an extremely good dig chain that gets the middle of her board completely cleared up, but it's not quite enough.
We got some fight.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Almost the exact same amount of garbage sent, but 6 more clears.
It's wild. Okay.
Raz going for a fairly quick change through the center here.
Little lightning 5.
What the fuck?
more than a lightning 5.
A little
Unfortunately,
thunderstorm 7.
Darkslayer, who was building their chain around the edge, theoretically they should have been able to build bigger and faster because of that, but they just couldn't quite find anything, and now they're already on the back foot.
Okay.
Yeah, now because of all this garbage, they have to settle for 2 and 3 chains. But their opponent is not going to let them get away with that.
Like, they just need like 2 or 3 good Tinker Cindy's and they'll be Gucci. Oh no, they could have set up that. Well, I guess quick is better than efficient or optimal.
Now though, they've run out of room to even do quick chains, and they have to focus harder on digging.
Yeah.
While they are doing that, the garbage is only going to continue to pile up unless they can find a miracle.
They were still here, but they are gonna have to probably work a little quicker.
I think this... Oh wait, no, they're not quite synced up. They get 1 move. Now they are locked out.
Yeah, now they. Damn.
Video
They probably could've
game.
fought after if they were like maybe
Video game.
5 or 6 frames quicker.
Yeah, when that last wave of regular petals and garbage was coming in at roughly the same time, with only 1 turn difference, that was a very important moment in the game where they needed to set up a move just before the garbage came in. Like I said, they get 1 move. If that 1 move doesn't clear, then they don't get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Ready then. What are we looking at?
I think
Oh,
we're looking at Juicey versus TinWild next.
Yeah, man, my
Oh yeah, congratulations for going better at Petal Crash, Juicey. Now you get to play against TinWild. This is the sound of someone who's about to play against TinWild. I don't know, I can maybe beat this guy.
No.
Usually I don't, but sometimes I get him. Just do whatever I do in those ones.
Look, you see, I have a tip for you, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
You just have to go over to where TinWild is and unplug his computer.
Oh, that's such a good hint. That's way better than what I was
I
gonna say.
don't think I can afford a flight like that.
Oh, that's true, actually.
All right.
That's
call
why
a-
he's so good at the video game, because he lives so far away from all of us.
call a guy in the neighborhood, and tell them to unplug the modem. You know?
No, the only tip I had for you was... You said earlier that break theory was working out. I was going to bring in another TGM tip of just stack faster and cleaner. Just do it.
Yeah,
Just
you got it.
that is true.
Uh-huh. Like, let me tell you, that's what TinWild's going to be doing, so you better be doing it as well. Although, who knows? Aside from a short practice session just yesterday, I have not played this game in like, I don't know, 7 months. Maybe that also describes TinWild? Let's find out.
Oh wait, that was yesterday for you?
That sounds
Yeah, that
like
was yesterday.
Oh, okay. You got it. Just okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
yeah, don't panic yet.
Will.
I don't want to flip you, but you got this. You know, just ixnay on the.
Oh, that
RB.
was such a clever chain by TinWild. I saw that they had a 3 or 4 in the top right corner. I didn't realize they were setting it off with that bottom left chain. No, I've got bad news. It seems like either they have been playing for the past 7 months, or they did take a break, but it didn't really seem to affect them at all.
Or break theory worked double for them.
Oh
Maybe?
man, yeah.
It's true, I'm not the only one who can take a break. I am pretty good at taking breaks, though.
That's roughly 80-80 for TinWild, which is actually nice for me to see, because that's the numbers I was putting up as well. Maybe I can beat him today. Interesting chain core for TinWild. Kind of just setting things up against the second and third columns instead of all the way on the left wall. Just
Oh,
goes for
wow.
it fairly early. That's not even a 5 chain, it's just a heavily branching 4.
Which, man. Okay.
Actually, now that I'm looking closely at TinWild here, this is definitely not his usual speed. He's finding some clever chains, but he's doing it at like 3/4 of his usual play speed. Unfortunately, TinWild is a world champion level competitor at this game, and thus 3/4 of his usual speed is still more than enough to handle most people who play this video game.
Okay, well, maybe TinWild's just putting on the show. Maybe TinWild's like, oh, it's Juicy losers. I have to, ham it up a little bit, right? He can't just come in and, like, mollywop Juicy. He has to, like, give a little bit, a little bit of a
Yeah, like 66.59 there. That is quite good, but if Juicy could just somehow find a way to play 20% faster. You think you got that in you, Juicy?
It's just 20%.
Yeah.
Alright, look, here's my prediction for this game, right? TinWild's gonna let Juicy win this one, so it's interesting.
Ah, I see.
So
So
help.
Juicy's quick attack there forces Tin to set their chain off early.
Huh?
Although it still hits for like, what is that, 15?
Yeah.
I'm actually a little bit surprised. Oh, double grow for Juicy, that's bad, but they've got plenty of moves in the middle that are going to clear up a lot of this garbage fairly quickly.
This is fine. No, Juicy, not that way.
Oh no, that could have unfolded into a 3-chain fairly easily. But Juicy
Yeah. Oh man, he's still not seeing it, but that's okay. That just means he's not being coached. He's going his own way.
These spawners are coming in a nice little pattern, but I'm not sure if Juicy can actually capitalize on it without having this happen to him.
If Juicy had division, he could. I hate to sort of say it like that because that makes it seem bad or negative. But all right. Now TinWild put his controller down and say I forfeit, so I can cover the spread on a 2-1, 3-1 victory. Dang it!
I'm so looking forward to Petal 2 when if you get hit with a large enough attack, your board just gets covered by a single giant garbage block.
Yeah, that is going to be pretty funny.
Would work in Petal 2, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, losing would have worked in Petal 2. Yeah, let's get back on
I hear
track.
in Petal Crash 2, the person who loses the match actually gets to advance through the tournament.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means for me.
Means we have to do Juicy's winners then.
That's. I'm not going to say it's rare. It's just we don't honor Juicy winners.
It's not what people come to the show for.
Yeah.
I'm on the dunk tank. I get it.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
Looks like we are playing one of the winners semifinals, DG versus RaspberryFloof.
Oh boy.
So DG as... Well, obviously I'm the heel. DG as the light mirror of myself. They play a huge amount of games, but one of the ones they are best at is Petal Crash.
Okay. Rune, what makes you a heel?
The fact that I like to cackle evilly and say, oh, you'll have to try a little better than that whenever I win a close game in a bracket, for instance.
That's...
The fact that I am foreign to America, and foreigners...
Okay, you got that.
I
was gonna say that's pretty softball.
Yeah. I went for the one that I have the most fun with first, and then I went, wait a second, no, that's not actually, like, the big evidence. I haven't been keeping up with, the Petal Crash 1 server as much. Has DG been still actively playing games? I know that they play off-season, so to speak, a lot more than I do, but I'm not sure if that's still true for it this year.
That sounds like a TrashBoat question.
No, yeah, DG still like plays. I think it's me, Valor, maybe TinWild who like still extra games, and DG's like very reliably gonna be there to answer call.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, so no breakthrough.
So it's possible that TinWild might be a little bit rusty. I'm actually less rusty than I would normally be because I've been playing Petal Crash 2, and it seems to be a transferable skill, luckily.
Man. Crazy.
Being good at a video game, being transferable?
Not really be rusty at all. DG should just be out there killing people.
I mean, Digi had the great level up saga of last year where I think that was his first tournament win?
Yes. No, out of all of the world champion players, DG is the newest.
Okay.
It's possibly because they put in the effort of playing a whole bunch off-season when, I don't know, man, I've already played so much of this game, it's getting more difficult to motivate myself out of bracket.
Being good at a video game being trans, it helps.
True.
What?
Look,
let me tell you, if there's one thing I've learned on playing video games at Puzzle Wednesday, it's being trans makes you good at puzzle games. It's an advantage that I have to be aware of and, like, well, I don't want to say work against, but I don't have that advantage. I need to find my advantage in another place.
No. Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, please, don't even joke.
So, I want to quote something that Raz was talking about in our little pre-stream shindig that we do. And it's like, she was playing with Petal Crash 2 in mind, which feels like most tournaments nowadays. It's like, wow, I'm really not used to spawner behavior. I don't like all this stuff growing underneath, and, well...
Well, their board does look messy, like that may be true.
To be fair...
honestly, that's just kind of what a board looks like when you spend 2 or 3 minutes grinding against another extremely good player.
To be fair, I'm wrong. It was, not liking that, it does not move a growing spawner. But...
Yeah. So in Petal Crash 2, there is only one layer. If you try to put something on top of a spawner, then the spawner will just move out of the way.
Me personally, I would like the exclamation points to stay. They're my best friend, and they have helped me through many tough times. And I'm gonna be directly nerfed.
Your friend is on.
I'm gonna be so directly nerfed for Petal 2.
I can't wait for Juicey to like record a video from like his hatchback about how Petal 2 is like for newbies and stuff, and now he can't feel good in the game anymore because they made it for like babies.
I can't believe I graduated into being a Petal Crash old head.
I mean, if anything, that's all of us, but I don't know. We're taking it to different degrees, or I'm not sure what the exact word for it is, but...
Different story arcs.
I'm surprised how quickly I managed to acclimate to the new rules, whereas maybe some people will acclimate to them a little more slowly. Anyway, to just try and commentate this entire match in a couple of sentences now that we've missed half of it. This is a sad match for me to watch, because this reminds me of when I first started losing games of Petal Crash, and other people started getting
You're having flashbacks?
I'm having flashbacks, yes, because Raz is making such clever chains. Every single time it's like, oh, look at that boomerang, that was fun. Or, oh, she sent that all the way across the board, that was great. But that's not how you get really good at Petal Crash. That's how you make fancy-looking chains too slowly and get beaten by someone faster than you.
It's a shame that being sick nasty does not give you bonus points.
We should consider that for Petal 2. Like
It's a tragedy. I'm watching a tragedy right now.
There's just a hidden style bonus that's underlying, like, if you can trick shot hard enough, maybe the ref will just give you a better call.
It's like the Devil May Cry combo meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, to bring it back to Petal Crash 2, there is actually a thing in Petal Crash 2 that is somewhat similar to that.
Oh, that's right.
If you get a diagonal move in Petal Crash 2, then it adds 5 bonus petals to your damage formula.
Ooh.
So it actually does do more damage if you do a fancy chain.
So I'm getting nerfed. Raz is getting buffed. I don't know that I'm ready for this.
2020 Rune is getting buffed.
Rune's just, like, he's fundamental to his kit top tier. He's Iori Yagami. How do you nerf him?
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to design a Petal Crash game that does not reward the way I play at this point.
At bare minimum, the worst you can kick him down to is, like, B+.
You know, it depends on how you patch the sweep.
Oh, Ra's having some difficulty working with this top left core here. Yeah, finally figures out a way to send a green petal all the way across the board. But it's just not fast enough. DG's already got the second chain ready. Yeah, and so DG is starting to slow down now. They do have a little bit of annoying garbage here and there on their board that's preventing them from just creating giant opener chains over and over.
Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna say maybe Raz is still on the back foot despite that. No, it seems somewhat even.
Yeah.
It feels like Raz shouldn't be on the back foot, but...
I mean, it's his DG, so, like, it's kind of...
Well, no, I would say Raz lost the opening chain quite clearly there, but they managed to pull it back in the early game, basically immediately.
There's a couple of, like, one clears that could be converted into 2 chains that Raz is leaving on the table here. And, again, it's so...
Oh, I like this 4 chain.
It's so hard to judge and, you know, cast stones from your glass house, because behind the wheel, I would not make these decisions either.
Oh yeah, Petal Crash is so much easier than when you're watching it than when you're playing it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Most puzzle games are, but Petal Crash feels like it has the highest multiplier on the spectator.
Yes, you just wonder why once you're behind the wheel, like, why am I not just doing it right?
Yeah.
This is neutral.
Yeah, no, this is fairly neutral. Raz has more damage on her board, or more garbage rather, and doesn't quite find the 2 chain in time here.
No.
Yeah, that's rough. Although, okay, manages to convert it into a 3 because of that. But it looks like DG has found whatever it was that was missing from the last board. Actually, no, they've just cleared up the garbage, that's all that's happened. Now that they've cleared up all the garbage off of their board, they can start making big chains again. So yeah, it seems fairly scrappy in the mid-game there, but I think what just happened was DG cleared the garbage out more efficiently, and now they get to play big chains while Raz has to continue to clear out garbage for the rest of their life. Finds a couple of quick 2 chains to stay alive.
She's gonna need a little something more.
Yeah, those 2 chains were fine, but until they get a 3 or a 4, they're just going to be stuck like this forever. Oh, it's a shame. They're playing very well and they're almost getting enough to survive here. But their opponent just barely gets them on the battle bar shortly before they make like another 3 there.
Dang.
Okay, I'm getting called into the losers dimension for juicy losers.
That really felt like 3-0, but it was close.
That was fairly close.
It
the
was.
first round especially, and the third round wasn't too far apart either. It was really only the second round where they had a decent lead over you.
Oh. Oh, Node and Juicy. Alright, this is gonna be a fun one.
I was just playing against Note. They are reasonably good at pedal crash.
Ooh.
They're definitely comfortable moving the pedals around and making chains.
Alright.
But they weren't quite fast enough to defeat someone of my caliber. But yeah, they're doing the same thing we saw earlier in Bracket, where they're building their chain fairly quickly, but they're leaving a lot of gaps in it, forcing them to set it off early.
I feel like that's
However,
going to be more of a thing in Petal 2.
Yes, that kind of play actually does work a little better in Petal 2 because it's harder to build compact chains in Petal 2. Although, from what I've seen of high-level Petal 2 play so far, it seems like you still want to build compact chains, it's just harder, and you might be forced to not do it every now and again.
Yep.
Dang.
It's not like it has not remained Plan A, it's just that, like, now you need a Plan B instead of just always going for Plan A.
Which is good. I really enjoy thinking on my feet and, like, having to think about how I'm building my chain while I'm building it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. I don't play Pedal Crash to think.
See, that's my problem, is I think too much when I'm playing Petal Crash. I'm sitting here like, how can I maximize every single move I make?
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I'm curious to see... Oh, poor Juicy. Yeah.
Ooh,
The
no.
one move they could make. And it just happened to have a spawner under it. That wouldn't have happened in Petal Crash 2.
It would not have happened in Pedal Crash.
But yeah, I am curious to see how multiplayer works in Petal Crash 2, because we've just been playing single-player time trials.
I think
I know how the
honestly,
game works when
the biggest change in Petal 2 is one that we haven't really talked about, actually. It's the fact that garbage clumps up.
Yes.
won't
Garbage
get
does not spread out
randomly,
across the
like-
board like it did to Juicy, ruining his entire board there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it feels like you really either have to hit super hard for garbage to be detrimental, or like...
Or if your board is extremely full, then it kind of just spreads out anyway, because there's only so many places it can go. So it
So
could
it just
be...
kind of rewards chip damage a lot more.
Oh, yes, that too. But again, it's hard to tell exactly how that'll work, because we do not have access to multiplayer yet.
Man.
Or rather, we do, but only through
Local.
scrupulous means.
Look, just say it. Say Paul.
No, I will not say it.
It's called...
It does not
it's called
exist and
Team
it cannot
Remote
hurt me.
Play, right?
Yeah, local play.
Okay, so you just get on a plane from Australia and come out to the States to have a little fun. That's what's going on, and not the horrible software that again cannot.
Yeah. You know, Vietnam isn't too far away from Australia. I wonder if TinWild would mind coming over.
So far in this game, it looks like Juicey's just kind of been on the back foot with a lot of two-chain counter pokes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they've
this
almost got something big cooking here if they can just
Oh yeah.
find a way.
Oh, but they took the middle of it.
Juicy's gonna
No,
take the most frustrating
They
chain route.
quite
That's just
find
how
a
it
way
runs.
to put it together.
Oh wait. Okay, he's got a. Ooh, he needs to just sort of take
Oh, this is gonna
This is
get
starting to look
eaten. Yep.
it. No,
And
Juicy,
now there's
take the
just not enough
blues.
room. There wasn't a room.
Yeah, there was technically a
No,
way out of that.
He could have taken the blues, but it was like, again, it's Juicy. He's not gonna take the most optimal route. That's why we love it.
Excuse you?
That's why we love it. Come on. What did I say that was slanderous? Go ahead, pick it out. Tell the people where I lied about your Petal Crash play. Alright then, and we're back to our regularly scheduled programming here. With oh, not taking a
Oh, okay.
that's a
That was
fancy
a nice little
name.
4-chain from Note.
Yeah, Juicy just tanking
No
it.
wait, Juicy, it's blocked.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine.
You know what? That was
Yeah.
just
Chain
That's
is
so fine.
quite efficient.
oh, okay. Note stopping to think of it. Juicy gonna take this advantage.
Probably not.
Actually, something I've been noticing all bracket is that people have been stopping to think, which is bad. You don't want to be doing that.
Not until Petal 2.
No, not even then if you can help it.
Ooh, nice.
I will
Juicy
say
has
in
kind
Petal
of a
2,
fun split formation here in the bottom left. Nope, that's not the
Yeah.
way they saw it.
in Petal 2, I don't think Grow button is the best button in the game anymore.
In that case, do you have a new contender for best button?
Probably
Like
just
down?
combination mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, but that's a whole bunch of buttons. Which one's best? Go on.
I think the best button in Petal 2 is
Juicy,
probably gonna be
Juicy's board state is really good here. Gets
Oh, yeah,
basically
this is-
a brand 5 chain.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that
Okay.
was hard to read. I didn't see all that.
that would've super worked in Petal 2.
Note doing their best Libri impression after getting hit with that too. That was
Yeah,
just a
no,
one-shot KO.
I'd be panicking too. That's quite the chain to just come out of nowhere.
Every once in a while, I can do something neat.
Yeah. Gets 69 clears a minute as well.
Juice
Very
box.
Nice.
It knows. The game knows.
nice.
Early, I won this set.
You know, it's I'd count that as a win.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little late to say this now that you're one defeat away from being kicked out of bracket, but if you can just do that again, like, just keep doing that. Keep your board clean, get rid of all the garbage, and mash grow until the game gives you the chain for you.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I can do that.
Nice, okay, it's easy.
You got a backwards corner down there, Juicy.
That's fine. That's just
That's okay, it's just an extra chain.
Yeah.
It's counter chain.
Intentionally cutting your chains is fine, just so long as what remains is also a 5 chain, and that was a 3.
I'd say it's fine as long as what's left sends garbage. Because, like,
but it could
all you
send
want to do
more
is
if it was
disrupt your
5.
opponent.
It could have some. Ooh, wow! Actually, Juicy. You know what?
Yeah,
I'll take
good
back
big
what
chain there. Getting rid of some
I'll
garbage
take back what I
out there
said
for-
because Juicy took it a way I would not have thought to take it. And it actually worked out better.
Okay, because that first one is very possible, but the better part's the compliment.
Unfortunately, they're struggling, or rather Juicy. Juicy is struggling to see any chains here. They've been doing just 1 clears for a while now.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
the
they
one
just kind of
company
been,
got you said. Oh no, wait, okay, he's got a way out.
yeah, they just
Oh, no,
kinda
he's
let
not
themselves get
dead.
boxed into the corner.
He is gonna have to work for this one now.
Like, there's still plenty of time to come back.
Yeah.
They're just gonna have to work for it, like you said.
Ooh, he sees it.
Oh,
No!
oh! Oh, okay, I see.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
Oh
that
my
still
God.
works.
Juicey, you are working so hard to make smaller chains here. If you just worked a little less hard, you would have gotten longer chains.
That Ryan
Who
won
said
that. Let it show on
Who said
challenge that I
out
won.
loud?
GG's.
I didn't want to say that, but it was so frightening.
No, it's important advice. You don't want to work too hard in Petal Crash. It just makes your chains smaller.
That is true.
Juicy won 1 to 3. Hell yeah, he did.
Exactly.
Okay. Wrapping back around, where are we?
I
We
think
got-
that's the wrong match that Alex just called. It's Tin versus Rune.
Okay, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a great one.
Alright. Against this opponent, I should probably deafen myself. I'm not sure if I can commentate myself playing this.
No, go ahead. Get in the hyperbolic time chamber or whatever. Oh, I should bet on this stuff. I have like 300k in elo. Dang. Okay. Oh shoot. Alright. So, both players are setting up a chain.
Oop. Yep, Tin's setting off, taking the
Okay.
6. Rune
Yeah,
with a
Tin
counter, slightly smaller it looks like. Oh no, it's okay.
Yeah, it's like...
Back to neutral. They just clashed their first hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is... Okay, TinWild getting first blood. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, Rune is stuck in the corner here. Didn't really have a good way of extending that chain without spending a lot of moves.
Yeah, no, TinWild's kind of, again, this may be... No, this is actually a bit faster when he was playing Juicey, so... I think maybe my theory about him sort of jobbing for stream may have been valid.
You hush.
What? That's not a bad thing. He just gave us a little... Anyway, back...
Tim's doing that formation with the, like, two-directional branching a lot.
Yeah.
It's a really nice formation to make a very compact, powerful chain.
Yeah, it's very good for like damage and sort of if things get turned around, you can sort of left to right it or whatever.
Yep. It's kind of the option select. You can extend your chain either vertically or horizontally off of it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so first one is TinWild. I don't know what Rune has to do here. I guess play faster and stack better is the first thing, right? Next thing, I don't know. Okay, lightning 5 or 6.
Alright. Rune with a slightly better opener.
But not like effectively doing anything.
Yeah, look, Rune's actually spent almost all of their material on those openers just to keep pace.
Yeah.
Didn't even really get ahead.
I mean, TinWild is only one with garbage on his board, so that is good for Rune.
Yeah, that is fair. Like, Rune is just kind of matching Tin's pace right now. And just not letting himself get behind.
Oh, that was a 2-chain. Rune may start losing.
First garbage on Rune's board.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. What was
Oh
TinWild
yeah,
doing?
Tin doesn't have a really good way to extend.
That...
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
What if you just extended into the middle of the board?
That's like the opposite of a commentator's curse. Goodness. Okay, so TinWild, oh gosh, yeah, their board is like blocked off, but it's like, it almost doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter that much because they still have a lot of really well-structured material.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but okay, now they don't.
Yeah, no, this is actually probably... I don't want to say they're done yet, but this is also...
Oh, they're not done, but
It's not looking
they
great.
are... They're in the blender.
No, no, no.
Okay, yep.
Okay, Rune found a couple of secret petals under his office chair. Or something. How is Rune moving this fast on the mouse? My goodness.
Okay, the 20. Rune
Oh, okay.
doing the tank and send.
Doing the thing.
Little TinWilld as a combo. 5-chain counter, so it only takes 8. Oh, I think Rune might have thought that was going to next.
Mm-hmm. Okay, TinWild taking a couple of 1s and 2s. So Rune may have a chance to, yeah, really hit him with something.
It's like Rune is trying to prevent the battle bar from getting too far away.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't quite keep the stock from leaking. Rune has cleared up the majority of the garbage off their board though, and Tin is a little bit boxed in.
Mm-hmm.
The left side of Tin's board is not really usable at the moment.
No, it does have some good stuff preserved, but he's gonna have a hard time getting up. Okay, no, I got to. Okay, this is a pretty big blue. Tin can sort of like chain into it, or oh no, this is just kind of good stuff material in general.
Okay, doesn't take the 2-chain, just takes it as 2 1s. Alright,
Okay.
links yellow across the board for a chain.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tin's fighting for the bar. Yeah, Tin's fighting for the bar. Takes the second stock off Rune.
Okay, yeah, this is interesting. Well, I didn't say interesting, but it's working out.
Unfortunately for Tin, fighting for the bar means that Rune has had this entire time to just build massive clumps of petals.
Yeah.
So
But Tin
there's
board is also kind of. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna say Tin board is also kind of very much resolving itself and giving itself more material to work with.
oh
Ooh,
no!
No, and that was a good one too.
The
Dang it.
synchro!
Oof, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
might
Rune
win
just
again?
sending a little more garbage, but Tin playing faster. That pretty much checks out.
Man. Man.
Hi, Mama Dow. Puzzle Fighter on the schedule. I don't think we have any this month or next month, but
It'll come back up.
maybe in May.
Oh boy. Oh, huh. Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, a nice 6-chain for Rune counter.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah.
Tin couldn't counter immediately, so Tank can send a 10.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay.
Sends 15 back.
Okay. 10 actually kind of keeping good pace here.
Yeah, forcing Rune off the first stock. I don't think Rune has gotten the first stock in any of these games yet, have they?
I doubt it. But,
I know they always say that, like, the battle bar is fake until you have 1 life. But there is something to be said for putting your opponent under pressure early.
Yeah, no, it is like at least a symbol of, oh, they've cleared more petals than you, so you know, you can infer from whatever else from that you can, but it's not nothing.
Oh, that's a
good.
nice 7 chain.
This is a lot of garbage tennis.
Countered all that garbage. And put the battle bar back to even.
Okay, but no, Rune kinda a little bit on the
Oh, okay.
Ooh, this is not good. Tin losing that battle bar, and a lot of garbage to go with it. Tin's kind of in a rough spot where he's kind of just taking the 1s and 2s.
Oh, Tin's board is like, they can't grow because the garbage of the spawners are synced. So they were forced to just make all those moves manually.
Oh wait.
Yeah, and now they're just in this situation where we don't have a lot of petals or a lot of room, and they're struggling to stay afloat. Oh, 16 more.
What?
Like, even with these 3 chains they're finding, it's just not enough to stem the tide.
No, Rune's kind of got a good board and free reign to just kind of do whatever he wants. The only thing I could suggest TinWild do, which I don't think TinWild could really do at this point in the match, would be to try and take and send some of it. Or, you know, just play faster. Oh, no,
that kind of works.
Yeah, I was gonna say play faster
Yeah,
second
this
is
works.
also an option.
They're getting bailed out a little bit with the way the spawners are coming in. It's a nice 4.
They're getting a lot of easy pairs.
I think if they can just keep up and take this stock, they might be able to pull this back.
Yeah. No,
Part 5.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, almost took it. Takes it.
All right.
Last stock situation. So now Tin doesn't even need to worry about like filling Rune's board. All they need to do is just stay ahead on the bar.
Yeah, they just gotta keep tempo and like they'll have this locked up. Ooh.
Oh, I think they might have missed that purple.
Oh,
They had an extra purple spawner there they could have used.
Yeah,
They just didn't use it.
They just have to keep like the tempo up. And then Rune may probably do like a Hail Mary chain at the end. Oh no. Dang.
They hesitated for one moment and lost because of it.
I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Man.
Okay, sorry. I'm about to argue with someone in chat about my Dan credentials.
Go ahead.
No, we can't dedicate time to that.
Can we
Anyway,
dedicate time to our upcoming events, though?
yeah, we could probably do that. Let me find the slide for this. So, we don't have a slide for the March that we're on, but hey, we're playing Petal Crash right now. Dan only turned. We've done that before. Anyway, sorry, professionalism bug. We have a Friday mode coming up March 14th. This game is Aquarium, and this one is a Rat's Pick. This is one I'm not too familiar with.
It's like it's like a puzzle dama, but with water creatures like.
Yes, we love a Puzzle Dama clone.
It's like Puzzle Dama cross battle guide, isn't it? Because each character has its own has their own attack pattern.
Ew. What I do know.
It's not like they have powers that slow you down. I think there's no god that's gonna.
What I do know is that the whale is busted, and that's what I'm gonna pick. It'll be deeply funny. March 19th is one of our regular games. We're back with the Money Puzzle Exchanger. This has been historically one of our most competitive brackets outside of Magical Drop, mostly. And many, many different eras of people at the top. But for better or for worst, year-long, almost going 2-year-long, undefeated champion Butts BB is conspicuously absent for the past few months. So now is as good a time as any to get in on the ground floor. If you're unfamiliar, this is Magical Drop, but with math. And while you may think that makes the game lamer, you're wrong. And you're stupid. And it has magical girls in it. So it's a pretty good time. I'm gonna let TrashBoat talk about this next one. This one's a favorite. Crossroad Crisis.
This is like the Shenmue. Was there like a Shenmue mini game where like you do duck races or something?
Yes.
Anyway,
Shenmue 2, I believe.
Yeah. It's like that, but a puzzle game, right? You build roads for your little waterfowls and or chickens to run across on, and it's real nice and fun and interesting. It's for a game that is admittedly not very interactive. It's also just incredibly fun to spectate. Have you ever seen it before? Yeah, what's up?
I will say there's a lot of games that ultimately kind of blend in, or ultimately like end up at race with no footsies, but this is one of the few that I feel like the pressure of your opponent performing faster means that you inherently have to take more risks. So for being a largely single player versus single player game, you feel the pressure cooker of your opponent making faster decisions and feeling like you need to reply in turn.
Yeah, playing fast will you may potentially crash out and
it's tough
burn or drown.
And
but it's a good game.
No, it's a great time.
Bargain bin game. Come in and watch out for that. I should be there because that's definitely one of the we put this game under a box and a stick with string to lure TrashBoat out of his hole.
Yeah. I do want to relay one more story about this, because this was actually in our puzzle mystery bracket for Frosty Faustings. And I want everyone in chat to just throw out a guess. How big of a file size is Crossroad Crisis?
200 megabytes?
It's like 15 megabytes. Gosh, no, I think it's like just 15, right?
15 sounds closer.
I'm gonna let a second of it filter in. We got some 10, 100. It's 4.
Oh, 4.
It is impressive. 4 of God's own megabytes. Printed.
Would that fit on like a NES cartridge? I'm not fully
Yes.
sure
It would fit
Oh,
on a
nice.
SNES cartridge, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It felt emotionally compromising to burn backups for that game. And as we transitioned into Funny Month, we have a bunch of silly games all across April. And we're kicking that off with Yoshi. Yoshi kind of has a reputation of the game Nintendo puzzler that we kick because it is so gosh darn simple. It's not an unfun time, but there's so little going on in terms of dynamism in single player and in multiplayer, enough that the game will run out of damage for you to deal and just end after a point. So we are going to reevaluate Yoshi for the NES and see what's there. And we have a lot more games for April that I'm excited to talk about. They're going to be deeply silly. I'm going to spoil one of them, which if you're in the Discord, you already know. But we're pulling out something from the dreaded SNES dimension.
Oh, that one.
It is going to be SD Gundam Puzzle Formation, or Power Formation?
You know, Puzzle Formation is funnier, even if
It is. It feels more appropriate. This game is silly and actively punishes you for matching colors, which is what you would think would be the case for every puzzle game. But however, I didn't pick this game. It just lines up with the hyperfixation that I've been on for the past year and a half, and it turns out that I have watched every single Gundam show that is represented on this, and OVA and that, and I'm going to have opinions, y'all. You are going to hear whatever I feel like talking about, and the match is there. It's hard to commentate, because it's all about making bad decisions.
So the Grand Finals podcast for Gundam is going to be you just talking about your favorite Gundam episode.
Absolutely. You're going to hear about how awesome Kai Shiden is. And if any of you pick the Titans, well, we're going to have a talk. But with that, let's get back into the video game.
TrashBoat, how many of the April brackets are you going to be in? Because I know we have the washing machine simulator also.
It's true, Gurun's in there.
I have my loyalties. I'm definitely going to be there for it. I think there may have been one more I wanted to.
There's also like Uepoko and something else I've never heard of.
It's like an announcement if people want to know. This is a good chance to funnel people towards the small community that we use to get more engagement. Oh wow, is it really Juicey? Oh no, it's not Juicey. It's Digi. See, like,
what?
I thought it was
Wait a second.
Brother, you saw me lose.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I thought. It
Oh wait,
was.
they're over there.
You made fun of me for losing.
No, I didn't make fun of you for losing. I made fun of you for making the wrong decision. That's two different things.
I made the decision to lose.
You chose to lose it. Is that what it is, or did you? Choose
Yeah,
to
sorry. I was throwing against TinWild. It was the other way around.
Okay, that's.
Let's get into match. It's Winter Swaddle's time.
All right, Rune and Digi. This is gonna be a real this is one where we really need to see Rune lose. Otherwise, we're gonna have 1,000 years of Petal darkness again. As the Petal Crash main villain has come back to rise from his slumber. Alright, getting started. Okay, so yeah, Digi's got a good wall chain going, so does Rune. Ooh, Rune's also got a lot of beef on this one. Is Rune going to? Okay, they're gonna attach the green.
Oh wow.
Ooh, 28?
I could have sworn Digi set that off from the wrong place and it still worked.
And all according to Keikaku. So yeah, Rune's having a harder time with Digi than with TinWild. Digi is a bit more accurate. Or not accurate, I guess. Digi does not have whatever break buff or break debuff that TinWild had. Their speed is at 100% and quite hard to deal with.
The big thing with Digi is like they just hit with such huge chains every match.
Yeah.
Like every time you take damage, it's a haymaker.
I was playing them earlier today at work, and it was like every set.
Oh gosh!
They were able to pull out like a mid-game 20. Oh my goodness!
Speaking of haymakers, that was a 26.
Wow. Okay, we love a mid-game 20.
Rune has a couple of garbage blocks in the middle of their board that are just so annoying. They weren't able to move anything around them. and
Oh,
it slowed them down enough that they took the battle bar hit.
But they're
And
back.
now, oh, that grow.
Ooh, well, this is actually kind of not bad. Actually, they got a good. Yeah, they made good use of.
Oh, but the garbage just kind of ate what they were working on, and now they're stuck.
Okay,
That's
here's how
KO.
we get the win. No, they're out of there. Okay.
They definitely had Digi on the back foot after that big hit.
No, it wasn't like this. Wasn't like a Maroon getting mollywop. Like Rune definitely took a couple of good strikes, but you know, Digi's kind of hard to knock off. I don't know. Gotta get more creative, maybe.
It's like, it's not enough to just get advantage against Digi, you have to hold it.
Oh, so
And that's
like,
really hard.
oh, so Digi is the new Leprido. Then is what I'm hearing.
Honestly, I think I might have been muted when I said it earlier, but I think Digi might be the only person who's ever beaten Leprido in bracket.
I'm like 50% sure that's not true. But I don't keep up with the history that
I can't think of anybody who has.
But no,
Maybe
Digi
Mara?
Maybe. But it is like Digi is the one that I remember because like it was a really big surprise when it happened. But yeah, this is better game for Rune though. Yeah, Digi's kind of fumbling on their chain, so this is actually a good chance for Rune to get in there and start making Digi's life horrible.
Yeah, Digi just couldn't get away from the corner there for a little while. We're stuck making two chains in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they found their way back to the middle now, though.
Yeah. Ooh, that would be a really... Yeah, that's a chain.
Rune takes another stock, but Digi takes another hit.
No, yeah, this is...
Oh, that was a bad grow, I think, on Digi's part.
It's probably... It may work out. But it was probably not the best time.
Yeah, I feel like that put him a little bit behind, just because they just had to move so many petals to get in.
Mm-hmm.
But they made it work. A lot of split 4 chains here. Keeping that pressure on Rune.
Ooh, this is bad for Digi though. This is
Okay.
they kind of got to work to dig out of this. And okay, no, never mind. They kind of got it now.
Rune's kind of forced to take that as just 2 chains, which is unfortunate. And that seemed like another... I feel like both players have kind of made some questionable grows with their board nearly full. I'm not really sure what would have been better, but...
Whomst amongst us has not been playing at breakneck speed and been at like 61 of 64 spaces taken up and said, you know what, one more grow. I know.
Oh!
Yeah, Rune takes it. Just sort of had to hold that advantage and managed it.
Yep.
They had a lot. I noticed near the end they had a lot of good like big bouquet clears that helped them stay alive. Because I think had they just tried to chain their way out of it, Digi probably would have taken it.
Alright, Rune with the quick 15.
Okay.
Digi with a counter
That's
26.
a lot. Man, that's a lot.
Which Rune cuts down to 11. Okay. Oh. I feel like Rune didn't really want to do it that way.
Huh. Yeah, Rune's board kind of blocked off, but Digi's is only slightly better, I think.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
they-
Digi is a little bit stuck here.
Yeah, they kind of. I think they assumed they'd have the space or something because the geometry did not quite work out the way they wanted it to. And this is not looking good.
Okay, that's good.
Never mind, shut me right the hell up. Okay. No, never mind.
Oh yeah, now they just have the entire center of their board clear.
Mm-hmm.
Not for much longer, because here comes some more garbage.
Yeah, but they. This is kind of looking bad. I don't like Digi's board as much because it seems really checkerboarded at the moment. And they kind of don't have a lot of space to uncheckerboard. Well, okay. They're making do what they
Yeah. It's not even so much that it's checkerboarded, it's that the middle of the board really isn't usable, so you can't build anything big.
can. Yeah, no, that's
You're
that's
just
true.
stuck on the left and right, like, 2 or 3 columns.
Mhm. And also, they're kind of losing a little bit of tempo. Just a smidge.
Oh yeah, now they just... Because it takes so many moves to do anything when you're just packed in.
Mhm. And then they have to make sure
And
you
so-
pick the right move too. So that's also like.
Rune's just forcing the bar down.
Mhm. Yeah, no, they're kind of okay. All right, we got another chance.
9182.
Let's go, Digi.
Those are some numbers.
Oh, huh. Let's see what adjustments Digi makes here. Oh, Digi. Okay.
Right?
Oh wait, why would they?
Is he just making a full board blueprint chain?
But this is like that was such a weird way to make that extension because they're gonna have a hard time getting to that part now. Oh,
Yep.
Okay. Oh no, they actually.
Yeah, they
Never
got
mind.
it back open.
Never mind. Oh no,
Oh,
that would work
that
in
one
Petal
would
too.
work in Petal 2! And
Oh,
the
that sucks.
chain got cut with garbage, so... They just overextended their opener there.
Yeah, that was it. I
They
mean,
were waiting to counter hit Rune, I think, and Rune
yeah,
just
they're
never
probably
swung.
gonna, they're probably gonna try to tank and send, which you can get one of those. When I was playing Rune earlier today or yesterday by Australian time, I got like one good win off tank and send. Come on, Digi, yeah, just keep moving, keep moving.
This game just feels like, not low energy, but
It's
there's
that
just
is
not
so-
a lot of garbage flying back and forth.
Yeah, it's so
comparatively.
scale-mated that there's not really a lot of net movement going on one way or the other. But like, I'm
And-
really focused on Digi's board though, to see like what they're doing there. Okay, no, they're
Okay, Rune's a little bit stuck. Digging into back to the middle. But it really felt like for a lot of this game, Digi was just sitting there waiting for Rune to swing and wanting to counterattack, and Rune was just not swinging.
hmm.
Because there was at least 1 or 2 points where Digi just built a big chain and let it get eaten by garbage because they just kept extending and never set it off.
But it worked out for them somehow. Still. Okay, I know. Now Digi just being given change for free now. Ooh.
Alright. Both players with the textbook blueprint chains. Rune having to dig through some garbage to reopen the trigger. Oh,
That's a lot.
okay.
That's a lot. No, Digi doesn't have it. Really
And that's not a very big counter.
No, but they're not out of it, but that wasn't... They did lose the opener. And gosh, Rune has so much to work with, too. Goodness, look at this. This is ridiculous. Oh, it cut! Oh, that sucks. That would've worked in Petal, too, I guess. You know, that's a lot.
Yeah, what did they do here?
Yeah, Digi wanted to tank and send that. I see the vision. I see the vision. I support it fully. Risky move, but I think it's kind of working out.
Like, there's a point to doing it, because you want to slow your opponent down so they stop hitting you as hard. Oh, this is nice. Oh, but it had a green grow in the middle of it.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright,
Alright. Nice 4-chain. Okay. Yep. Extending.
Yeah. Alright, for all of those that don't understand, Digi is making a lot of good and cool and right moves. That's why Raz and I are not fully explaining them. Because they're instinctually just that great. You know, they make a lot of sense and they work very well.
And they're just moving so fast.
Yeah, they are also moving like super fast, so it's hard to really
it's hard to like
everyone.
Yeah. Like, how do you explain how many like good moves they're making when they're making like multiple good moves a second?
Yeah, the way I would probably maybe summarize just that they have a lot of stuff coming in the board really well, and they're also like making it work a lot better. The piece efficiency that they're doing is just like is pretty damn great.
Yep. And they've pushed Rune. Rune had the advantage after that opener, but they have pushed Rune into the corner where there's no room for them to work. Everything's covered in spawners or garbage. Rune's down 2 stocks, down on the battle bar.
Yeah, this is like the end of this match, or the way this match looks now, is like a far cry away from what it started out like. Okay, man. Did you bring it back? You know, don't count the kid out.
That was like textbook judo pedal crash.
That was
very strange. I lost the second or third round, but I won the 5th round. So it was 2-3, but not the way the game said.
What? Okay.
I don't know, it was very strange that the game called one of the games where I was clearly about to lose a win, but it took it back eventually.
Rune in TO desk. I won 2-3.
No, I
Relatable, buddy.
I did win the 5th round. Like, that was clearly my win that was just about to happen. But I did lose one of the middle rounds, so it's okay. It still all worked out in the end.
Okay.
All right, note, I'm your
Wait,
opponent.
sorry, I'm on the road. We're not commentating that one.
Yeah, where that Raz at?
All right, hey, it's Raz. It's Raz game.
She could be anywhere.
Man,
That's
I can't
crazy.
believe Raz is going to casually Masatsu the child.
She would.
She would. I just can't believe it's gonna happen. Alright. So Rat's starting off with a light punch. Oh, there goes the light kick. Light punch forward, light kick, heavy punch. As you do.
Unfortunately, it seems like Note has just jumped over it or something, because they do not have a lot of garbage on their screen right now.
I'm looking at the
Alright, a
wrong
very good branching floor from Raz there. Note only takes a little bit of it though. Oh, note missing that good green move in the middle that would have connected two chains together. But they find a different floor instead.
Okay.
And now the greens in the center seem to be bundling up. If they can just move that blue out of the way. Yeah, like that. Now they've got a big green. Oh, they only do it in a 1 though.
Yeah, no, that would have been better at least as like a or something.
Yeah. That kind of giant group is real good when you can clear it in a large chain as well. And now Raz, it almost looks like the opening again, managing to build this giant chain.
Yeah.
Hits him for a mid-game 20.
Yeah, no, Note's having a hard time. They're gonna, you know, I'm gonna believe in them just because I can. You know?
Yeah, Raz is basically just free to greed for whatever they want at this point. They've built up enough advantage where every time a small hit comes in, they kind of just ignore it.
Yeah, no. The board they are free enough that the game's just giving them the chains now. Okay, yeah, Note has another big... Okay, nope. Oh, wait, okay. Chained it.
Yeah, unfortunately just a 2 because it kicks the third link out of the way before it happens. They got plenty of easy 2 chains here though, so they can put some light pressure back onto Raz and maybe take this third stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So they're still breathing over there, but...
It's
Oh, actually, the damage to Raz's board is really annoying. It's in these diagonal streaks. They're not too difficult to clear out, but they are going to slow her down for a fair bit.
Yeah. Never mind. They're gone.
Well, most of them are gone. In fact, they seem to have found their way onto Note's board.
True. Okay, so good hustle, Note. All right, I would suggest playing faster and better. Okay, good wall chain. That's not gonna work. Okay, well, all right, no, never mind. Okay, we'll still take it. All right.
Neither player finding a giant opener here, although Raz is still building hers.
Yeah,
Oh, no. That would have worked in Petal too, you know.
Yeah, that would have worked in Petal too. And you would know, you played it.
Yeah.
A lot of Note's big chains so far in this game have kind of cut or something. Or not been as big as they could have been. Oh, wait, that's actually... Okay, never mind, that's pretty good. I didn't see that one. Okay, Raz is kind of slowing down a little bit. Note may have a chance to...
Yeah. The garbage splitting the board in 2 here, like in that top right corner,
oh, gosh,
is really annoying. She's going to have to put fixing that on a very high priority.
Yeah,
like she's just making clears in the bottom left corner for now, but she's going to have to find a way to work her way up there or she's never going to get those pieces back. Alright, finds a quick 3. Puts on a little bit of counter pressure here, but Note still has a fairly large chain ready to go. Only comes in as 4 damage though, so Ra's actually sending back a little bit more than that.
That's kind of okay. Good. Getting the 3 group to trigger.
But at this point, Even though Raz has that chunk of garbage in the top left, it's not really doing that much aside from giving her slightly less room to work with.
It's like, yeah, it's, you know, it's just like,
Her board health is otherwise very, very good, with just a lot of pairs and, like, setups ready to make pairs at any point. Note's board is a lot more checkerboarded.
Note has some good stuff in their spawners, but I don't know if Note is reading those quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are playing with full enough boards where the spawners are going to start getting fairly generous. But Note's entire top half is now fairly checkerboarded, whereas Raz has a bunch of pairs set up ready to add to the spawners. Alright, Note now getting to work on the top half of the board. It's not too late yet, they've still got one entire stock to work with.
Yeah, they're...
But as the battle bar shrinks and shrinks, it's going to get very difficult to stay alive against an opponent with this much of a cleaner board than you.
And they are kind of like delayed a little bit.
No, it looks like it's already over.
Okay, no, wait. Here, Note's gonna pull out the... Oh, never mind. They're gonna lose. Alright, let's go, Note. I believe in you. Let's make a win. Let's show up, Raz. You can do it.
Note getting some fairly lucky blue spawners on the bottom left there, giving him a nice group of 3 to build this
that's a
round
good
board
wall.
chain with. It is a little bit better than Raz's chain. Yeah, it gets 3 for 2.
Yeah, okay, that's good. We don't lose.
The main thing is, because it hit first, Note now has a lot of time to build a second chain, and it looks like they've got a decent... Oh, yeah, they just set it up
That
now.
is a good one. That's a really good one, actually.
Yeah, this shouldn't...
Yeah.
Yeah, Raz's doesn't quite counter, and now Note is in the driver's seat. So Note... Like, they have no garbage on their board, they just need to keep building those giant chains.
Yeah.
Even this 2 garbage, whatever, just ignore it, get a big chain built. But they're struggling. They can't quite figure out how to start with these greens. There they go, that's a little better.
Yeah.
But actually, Raz is the one who takes the first stock, even though Note's spinning on garbage.
Yeah. Note kind of took a bit to figure out what to do with their advantage, and...
Yeah, they had a little bit of a mess of green petals at the bottom, and they were trying to use that as the head of their chain when maybe they should have been looking elsewhere if they couldn't figure that one out. It was a little bit complicated. So this is looking fairly good for Raz, but one annoying thing for Raz is, look at all of those exclamation marks on her board. It is going to be very difficult to untangle all of that.
They could probably come in and help. Like, that red that came in a second ago could be used to, like, make a big clump. Like, they're a double-edged sword, for sure. But, I mean, you know, it's Raz, so... She's kind of good, and Note isn't quite threatening to her enough to make them a problem that she's gonna have to, like, deal with, I think. Yeah, oh no, this is rough. Note... Okay, good, yeah, Note still has a way out of this. Note's just kind of forced to take these 2s, and they kind of... Oh no, they kind of had a 3 before the garbage, or before the petal spawned in, but... Well, I guess they still kind of got something here, but, you know, that was rough. Yeah, Note had a good opener, but just that, the tempo. You know, you're gonna have to, you know, move a little bit faster if you're gonna want to beat Raz on tempo.
Okay, I believe that was one side of Losers Round 3. Now the other side of TinWild versus Darkslayer. Oh wait, no, sorry. That was done off stream. TinWild won that one.
Okay.
So we should be due for Raz and TinWild and loser semis.
Ooh, that's gonna be.
No, the bracket is quite linear from here.
Get it. Get on there. Get it.
Where is? The,
Oh yeah, sorry, one moment.
They're waiting on TinWild.
No, wait, no, we were waiting. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were...
Not you.
Yeah, no.
I
I'm
just
debating on the
happens to be
Petal
alt-tabbed out for a second, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, the game's probably going by now, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay. So it's possible that being sent to loser's bracket has given TinWild a power-up. That does happen sometimes, and luckily I'm not the person who has to face the brunt of it to begin with.
You can let TinWild's revenge buff peter out a bit.
Yeah, yeah. No, I have cleverly performed a formation swap to put another party member in the way.
But oh boy, we were just talking about how Note kind of needed more tempo to deal with Raz, and there's one thing TinWild has plenty of. It's tempo.
Yeah, although in my match against him I did manage to outspeed him a little. Again, I think it's just that I've been playing a bunch of Petal Crash 2, and TinWild has maybe not been playing as much as I have. So the rust has gotten to him a little bit more than me this time. But that advantage that I have over him is only going to diminish further and further as the bracket goes on. Which actually means that maybe I've performed a bad job by putting Raz in the way of this. It's only going to get stronger.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, then TinWild did play Darkslayer, so Darkslayer also bore the brunt of that formation change. I kind of have to remind myself that Raz plays Quick Swipe. Like, I just, like, it's something I know, but I don't always think of it actively, and I kind of have to remind myself when I think about sort of how fast she's playing for that. And again, this is a like an urban legend, so I could be wrong about this. But Raz is playing this quickly on Quick Swipe with an N64 controller. You know, that's the word on the street I've heard.
I can't confirm or deny. What I can confirm is that Raz has performed the most devilish of Petal Crash strategies, the tank and send. And now both players have to deal with a bunch of garbage.
Yeah. You know, that's good strategy, honestly. Especially if you're somebody like Raz who's good at eating through garbage. No, you're playing in the garbage zone now.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it is probably Raz's move the most. Everyone does it from time to time, but you're right, Raz is one of the more efficient players at digging through garbage. It is best when they do it. They're finding a lot of really clever 3 and 4 chains to dig themselves out here.
They're getting a lot of, like, good, like, big clumps, too, out of them.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, their opponent is also finding a reasonable amount of them, and their opponent is playing a fair bit faster as well. So the advantage is still probably with TinWild here. Oh, this is such a shame.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, she manages to save most of it, but that blue group in the corner, in the bottom left corner, that's now got garbage in the middle of it.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Good couple of 1P.
Yeah, things are now starting to look very good for TinWild. He even loses a stock, which I always say means that you are winning the round.
The Raz is kind of stuck in the 2 and 3 chain zone, which...
Yeah.
So...
She's got enough room to work with here. Oh, but doesn't quite find anything before Tin hits her. Actually, that branching tree's not nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, mainly just 2s and 3s when, in order to get out of pressure against a player this good, what you really need is a Miracle 5 out of nowhere. There's enough room to build one, but I don't think she's quite getting the right spawners to do it quickly enough.
Yeah.
That blue with the blue exclamation mark under it, she should unfold that. Yep.
Yeah.
No, maybe not quite that way. Oh, okay, no. That's not how I would have done it, but sure. Wow, even after that 4 chain, just goes down to -20 and loses the last stock.
That sucks.
Fast player privilege.
1974! What do you do against that?
Yeah, I mean, that's fast player privilege.
You play fast.
And also, in like the golden era of Petal Crash, the thing you do against 9074 is you get 180.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen any of that today. Oh, I love this opening chain by Tin.
Oh, that is...
The purples don't quite work, but that's such a fast 19. He gets beaten by a very slightly slower 21. The thing is, I don't think TinWild's chain actually hit 5 links. If he could have just found one extra thing to put on the head of that chain, it would have been like 30% stronger. But the second opener though, the second opener seems to be finding a little bit more success.
Yeah, this is, not looking good for us.
It may sound funny, I think TinWild's actually playing a little bit too fast here. They need to realize that they have a ridiculous amount of advantage right now. Yeah, and then turn that ridiculous amount of advantage into branching 5 chains.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough, for Raz and her alleged, N64 controller to...
No, it's gonna be rougher than rough. This is absolutely TinWild's game to lose already. And he's not doing it. He's refusing to lose it. He instead wants to win it.
Man, I'm rude.
Yeah, it does not give even the slightest opportunity for a comeback here. Nothing but 5 chains over and over.
That sucks. Thing.
Yeah, see? You said earlier, what do you do against 9070? You do that, what he just did. You do 180.
Jesus.
What a shame that he is now fully de-rusted and warmed up. What a shame for his next opponent, that is. Whoever that guy is.
Whoever it is.
Next opponent is me.
Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm in. Oh, prediction star. Let me make a bet.
Are we gambling? What are you thinking?
I feel like TinWild could take this.
Okay, say it louder.
I feel like TinWild could take it.
Okay. But
Rune? I don't know.
I do not see a Juicey. Are we waiting for Juicey to get in here?
I'm here.
No, Juicey's a Orchid now.
Hey, you're here?
I'm not here, bro.
Pink Orchid now.
I had to do Mr. Driller colors.
Okay,
Right.
people are voting Rune, so I'm gonna vote TinWild. I'm gonna take the under here.
Oh, so you're a contrarian.
I'm gonna vote a nice little 10. So that way the odds are a little better for me. The payout, you know, gets a little better. Oh, what the hell? Who added 500 to the pot? How am I supposed to get paid now?
Look, I'll let you know. One thing. It's never ever me because it's hosting channel I can't bet.
Okay, but like, I don't know. Maybe you have like a sock puppet or somebody on the inside.
I have a lot of people on my side, thank you.
Alright, so how's this? Okay, TinWild getting the first stock, which means Rune is gonna win this one. Maybe. Okay, good. Branching 3. TinWild kind of forced to just take it. They have this big yellow structure that will be getting the chain, and they are working on it. Okay, they kinda... yeah, there we go. That's what they want. Okay, good 5. Strong 5 here. Oh! Branching... like 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Got a hit.
Ooh, bad
And,
grow. That's a... oh, that's a horrible grow.
Tin is going to be digging for a little bit, which is going to give Rune even more time to plug their board up.
Yeah, goodness. There's almost never a bad time to grow in Petal Crash, but Tin picked one of the rare times. Okay, we got a good setup here for like a... ah, but the garbage filled in the spot that was supposed to be on that green. Now TinWild's kind of got to break this thing up a little bit, and they're losing time on that. Oh, it's okay. I just take it in a 1. All right, yeah, get the stock. I don't know, Rune. Okay, yeah, Rune's not dead yet, so.
I think Rune's board looks actually worse. Just because it's very checkerboarded. There's going to be a lot of 3s, but no real way to make powerful chains.
Like, they have a shit ton of big clumps there, so like, the second they get to them, they're better for them, but... oh.
And like, it's powerful for the battle bar. They'll probably take the stock, but Tin's board now is just empty.
Yeah, that is... Ooh, okay. Man. The mid-game 20, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah, they took the stock, but their board is a complete wreck. And Tin is just, like, throwing haymakers.
Yeah, Tin is kinda running circles around this guy.
It very much was, unfortunately, the won the battle and lost the war.
You know, but it was a pretty cool battle he won.
Well, when you make a mistake, and you get a 5-chain out of it anyway...
Yeah, that's... ooh, but that's... okay, that's
nice
actually...
tank its end.
Yeah. Rune might actually...
What
yeah,
about a 24 on the second one?
That's pretty good, and Rune's kind of in a better position for it now, and they're likely
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
run with it.
Look at Tin's board. They have nothing in the top left or bottom right corners anymore.
They have no space, and also they don't really have much they can do with what space they do have.
They
I
have
think
no space, and they have nothing to dig for if they do clear the space. They'll be building from scratch.
They're kinda...
This is what we call being put in the box.
yeah. Like...
Where the box is made of garbage.
ooh, yeah, no, that's not great. Yeah, Rune got a good take and send there. We hate to see it. Oof. Oh, shoot. Alright, 1-1.
Rune is building these openers so fast.
Yeah, no, Rune's kinda got the vision. This is like, oh, yep, there you go. Oh, and that's gonna Petal 2, that would work in Petal 2. Oh no, but he just gets something better anyway.
That garbage
No.
is maybe the worst possible spot on where Rune's born.
Yeah, no, like, Rune still has this. Oh god! Rune is getting all the Petal 2 chains. They actually brought him in his briefcase from the early
Oh, that's a
act.
nice counter from Tin. Stocks trade.
Okay.
Tin's had a lot of... Yeah, had a lot of pairs growing in. That was a 2-chain that sent 10.
Ready? Let's go. Oh, okay. Oh, TinWild could have made that a 3. Yeah, you could have made that a 3, TinWild. Come on. That's like, you know, those rookie mistakes. But, Tin still getting well in pretty good advantage here.
Oh yeah, this is a nice 7 or 6. Yeah, 6.
Ooh. Rune's kinda getting back on his feet, but it's also...
Oh, Rune can't do that without... Yeah. Takes an extra, like, 2 moves.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
not...
you can't do
That's
that!
not gonna work.
You
Yeah.
can't do that!
Yeah, that's... Wait, I have to... I hope they don't hit retry too quick. Dang it! Okay. Alright, alright. Rune's gonna go back at it. Okay.
Alright, setting up the branch.
Mm-hmm.
Tin doesn't really have a chain going around the edge, so they just set off the 3 they have.
No, yeah, Tin just...
Tin's just
No,
kind of
but-
doing disruption at this point.
Yeah, which is,
Letting
only-
Rune set up the big haymaker.
Yeah, this isn't really... I mean, oh, well, I
And
guess
countering it!
Yeah, just kinda smothered that attack there, which...
Wow. I think that counter puts Tin way ahead.
Yeah, it does, because Rune already had some stuff growing, so that would have been bad if... Oh no, they let good couple... Oh no, okay, they threw it.
Like, Rune found a really nice chain there, but like, it feels like they're on the back foot.
No, they are, because they weren't able to make it land. Like, Tin just sort of had too much offense. And not even like one particularly good chain, just like a lot of good offense just built up into that not really doing much in the long run. And
I feel like Rune actually would have been better served instead of taking that the way they did, putting the green down and extending.
Yeah,
Because like, what Rune needs to do at this point is kind of slow Tin down and get time to clear their board up, so they don't have that happen.
yeah, no, they kinda... They're gonna need to, like, make, like, a very big, like, bouquet clears. Like, it's gonna need, like, big damage really quickly, or, you know, some sort of take and send situation, which...
Yeah, they need, or like a big branching chain of some kind.
Yeah.
But Tin's just not letting them have time.
No, no.
Tin
Tin's
can
doing a
smell
lot of
it.
rush down right now, and, you know... Rune is being forced to guess.
A lot of really smart play, hitting at the right times.
Oh, wait, Rune has a good one here. If Rune can get... Okay,
Okay, that works. That's pretty good.
that's what he needed.
Yeah, I think if Rune can, like, turn this into the stock and not get behind...
Yeah, like, it's not like
Then-
cheating, but it is
Oh, but he's taking so long! He took too long!
But this is like a big attack Rune's got though, so this actually is probably, yeah, that's still really good for
Yeah, but is Tin slowed down enough that Rune can keep pressure on long enough to pull out 2 stocks? That's what I'm wondering. Can he do it?
I don't even think that's, I think
get
the play is
one.
gonna be to potentially, like, okay, well no, yeah, they might be able to though now. Like I was gonna say, it seemed like Rune may actually just be angling to try and overgrow, but that's a tall order against TinWilд.
Yeah, with as fast as Tin plays, if there was any way out, Tin could find it.
No,
But there was just no way out.
That was bad. Okay, no, it's true.
Wow. What a turnaround.
That was really good. Yeah, then Rune just had like a much more efficient garbage. What a 180. I get it. I get it, no. Okay, ooh, this is actually...
Oh,
I think I know what he was trying to do, but that just didn't work out.
okay. Extending. Forced to take it. Still gets the extension,
And that's still okay.
but Tin has a second chain. Forces a little garbage through.
Okay.
So basically at even, or basically at neutral, Tin with a slightly better board.
Yeah, this is actually good, kid. Tin has a lot of follow-up on this thing, so...
Yeah, Tin still got a lot of pairs. Rune's still having to rebuild. So I think Tin's solidly in the lead, but not by much.
Yeah, not definitively. Ooh, no, that's a big one, dang.
Yeah, good hit from Rune. Oh, and blocks off a lot of Tin's petals.
Yeah, this is rough because Tin's gonna have to play smarter or something.
Yeah, and when Tin can't just like grow and throw stuff together, I do see Tin slowing down a lot.
Yeah.
And Rune is just taking full advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in the way. Rune just building groups and smashing them together.
Yeah. Like, the play for TinWilld may be to sort of make some space for a big big bouquet to happen, and then chain into that somehow, or chain from it, but this garbage
Yeah, but
is...
when are you gonna get time to do that against Rune?
When are you gonna get time to do that? This garbage is so jagged that they're likely not even gonna have that happen, but this is a good 3 chain.
Like, yeah, this is a good 3. If it's gonna if a comeback's gonna start, it's gonna start with that. Because like, here's another 3. But the problem is, Tin's just not slowing Rune down very much,
No.
and then he has to work so much harder for his chains.
Yeah.
That even when he's getting anything going, he's having to make like 4, 5, 6 more moves than Rune.
Yeah,
Eventually, it's just gonna run out of time.
right now, I think maybe.
Like, Rune is ahead on the bar and only needs 1 stock.
Yeah, oh man.
That'll do it.
Man. Shoot. Rune cost me a not insignificant amount of elo. I think
He
I
remembered what he was fighting for.
I still got it. Alright. Well, that was a good tournament, everyone. I believe if I've defeated TinWilд, then clearly I'm the best in the world.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, you're
See
gonna
you
have
all
to
next
fight
time.
me.
I mean,
Oh no!
you're the best if you ever choose to go to Vietnam on a random trip.
Yeah, until he plays like, I don't know, another 20 matches of Petal Crash and de-rusts even more.
But also, let's get
Okay.
DigiDigi in there for the run back. It's grand finals time.
Huh? Oh, what the? Oh, I have to play against someone else? A
Unfortunately.
final boss? A true
And it's
last
me!
boss?
I'm just joking.
I can't believe your rival has already defeated the champion before you.
No! But do you know what that means? They'll tell me! They are the most powerful Petal Crasher in the world?
Oh. Okay, let's wait here.
Yeah, I'd better deafen again. That worked out well against TinWild at least.
Oh man. We don't get to hear any of his biting commentary about himself.
I'll miss it.
Okay, this is Rune starting off with a pretty good, strong stretcher here. But this is kind of hard to read on Digi's side, actually.
Digi's doing the same thing they were doing earlier, where they're building a huge chain but waiting to counterattack. They
Okay.
never hit first.
They're doing Tink and Sin slowly, but it's like...
And so
Okay,
the tank to send 20.
which is good, but Rune has less to work to than Digi does, so... We're gonna see if Digi maybe makes this work.
And now Digi is just going to try and be as efficient as they can in the middle.
Yeah. Which they're
Which-
kind of doing pretty good at.
It's pretty good. You know, there is somebody else I remember who used to play this exact style. This is exactly how Mara used to play.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, Marwin's. We gotta drag Mar away from Panel and come back to the Petal world. Oh wait, shoot! I forgot to bet. Dang it. Is there still time? No, okay, nope, it started. Okay, well, have fun, gamblers. My 300 Elo's gonna have to take a, gonna sit this one out. Oh no, Rune's almost lost. But, Rune has the less amount of stock, which means Rune is most likely to win.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not Petal 2. Ooh, that'd be a funny thing. Here's a funny idea, the Wombo combo meme. But it's about Petal Crash, one chain that would only work in Petal 2.
That ain't Petal 2.
It's not Petal 2! Okay, but in all seriousness, Rune's kinda dead here. Right, like this is... I wouldn't say this is impossible.
No, it's not impossible, because, like, there's still plenty of material. The problem is just getting to it fast enough, which...
Yeah, no. Like, for Rune to move fast enough to move items here out the way and still live, he's gonna give himself carpal tunnel. Like, that's just gonna have to be the thing. He's gonna have to sacrifice his wrist in order to get out of that dodge.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's very much the judo style of Petal Crash that Digi's playing.
Yeah, this is pretty advanced to actually, like, pay attention to what your opponent is doing and react to it, like, mid-match. Like, a Tinkinson at the beginning of the game is, like, pretty good and impressive, but, like, to do that mid-match is also just, like, really, really good. Oh, that's a really good one, Digi. Yeesh.
Oh yeah, Rune doesn't have enough moves to make that a 3-chain. Just forced to take the 1.
That's... Oh man, no, yeah, Rune's got a lot of cleanup they gotta do now, though.
Yeah, their board is just a mess. And, oh yeah, look at this. Digi just 3 damage here, 4 damage here. What can Rune do about this?
You know, he can pray, I guess. Oh no! Goodness!
Oh,
that's
garbage land.
That is
right
the meanest
before the grow.
garbage. Man, that's the meanest garbage ever. Shoot.
Digi on tournament point.
Yeah, man. If only Rune could hear us, he could hear our words of encouragement and saying that he should just play better.
Digi with a quick 3-chain. Not doing the wait this time.
No, Rune's also kind of like waiting a little bit too. This may actually... I don't want to... Okay.
Alright, there we go.
I got a little scared for a second because I thought that we may have accidentally wrapped
What?
around.
You have a 20 in queue? What if Uno reverse card? That 20 was in your queue instead.
Man. We'd love to throw a trap card.
I guess that's one way to beat a tank and send.
Yeah, a bigger thing.
Uno reverse the garbage right back at them.
Okay.
And Rune just has so much gas. Look at all these just preset links.
What is this? What are these polls? Okay. Let me focus. Okay. Oh no. Man. Rune got over. Alright. 109? Okay. Pretty good. No, Rune may potentially get a reset yet. And I'm rooting against Rune, because if Digi wins, this ends a little quicker. Let's go, Digi.
Hey, who wouldn't want to see more Petal Crash?
Well, you know, we can.
Everybody wants more Petal
I
Crash.
can watch the VOD if I want to see more Petal Crash. I want to go to sleep.
Oh, Rune's not ready to set off.
No, and this is bad. This is
That's
probably,
bad.
Yeah, this
That's
is like,
gonna block off the chain.
man, Rune like tripped and fell and is gonna lose the entire bracket because of it.
Oh my gosh.
He had to do all that to get that one chain, and it's like, by that point, probably should have pivoted somewhere else, but like, where else was he gonna pivot?
Like, I don't really disagree with his moves after he got caught up flat-footed, but just... Gosh. That was maybe the best chain snipe Digi could ever have hoped to hit.
Yeah, no, that was awful for Rune. Now he's gonna like, he's either gonna lose instantly or spend like 3 minutes just trying to not die. But you know, that's still impressive to see. Ooh, that's
Okay. Yep.
Rune. Yeah, this is like, yeah, this is 3 minutes not dying. Okay, that's what we're gonna watch, I guess.
Oh, but then the last petal got eaten by the garbage spawner.
Oh goodness, that's so cruel. That's so awful. Why would Ashley do this?
I tell ya. But with that, DigiDigi is your Petal 21st edition champion. Look up the lore, it's in the book. Anyway.
It's pronounced Petal Crash.
Yeah, that thing. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out tonight, guys. We are going to go ahead and talk about what we have upcoming for the rest of March and going into a hint of April. So, March 14th, we got Aquarium, which is a Puzzle Dama-like, but we have funny character meta. I'm not going to say Puyo, or no, I'm not going to say TrashBoatDaGod because I like positive associations. It's like Puyo Yon, everyone's other favorite. And Pick the Whale, he's very good. March 19th, we are back with Money Puzzle Exchanger, which is another bracket that we've run 20 plus versions of at this point. Game has had different eras of deep competition, and I think we're still due for more, so check that out. And per usual, it's been a while. We're going to give you a history lesson. They meant for this thing to be big. They got big name talent on the voice cast. It's a shame that Magic will drop on the day that you sued them to hell. March 26th, we are playing Crossroad Crisis, a sort of, it's the same sort of kind of idea here. You're shifting tiles, you're moving it around, but you are trying to navigate your little critter, either a duck or a little chick, across your tiles, make sure they don't fall off the edge, and the more you get of the same color in a row, you clear that, and you're trying to hit a quota. First 20 clears wins. And while that sounds like it may not be a very interactive versus game, given the short round counts and timers, suddenly every single optimization matters, and it will force the other opponent's hand to do something riskier or out of their comfort zone. Crossroad Crisis, grand time. We love it. And the first game of Funny Month is Yoshi, which,
Yoshi isn't funny.
It's
What's
hilarious,
funny
actually.
about Yoshi?
We're trying to figure out if it's like a joke or an anti-joke.
Ah.
It's like, I can't think of anything funny right now. Just like Yoshi. This game is fine. It's fine. It's white bread Hattress.
Wow.
Look, there's a
We all know
much.
that Hattress is a fantastic video game.
There's a much more active Hattress community. There just is. Anyway, we're gonna try and wring out every bit of sauce that we can out of this bone dry NES cartridge.
Yeah, we're gonna grab it, we're gonna twist it, there must be something in there.
Yep. So this is more of a social experiment. And we'll make it the most fun we can make it. If you want to see our further events, we have a lot more listed up on our Discord. So check that. We got the rest of April listed on there. And we're going to go ahead and see if we have any other puzzle streamers we can raid before wrapping up tonight. So give me a quick second. And Rune, while I'm doing that, you can just tell me about your day.
My day went alright. I played in a Petal Crash tournament and I came second.
Yeah?
Which, it's about as well as I thought I would. That's fine.
Yeah?
I did a whole bunch of work yesterday, knowing that I'd probably slack off a bit today, due to a puzzle tournament happening in the middle of my workday.
Gotta love Australia.
Is that just a thing that you kind of have now? Like, these your managers be like, "Oh, it's Wednesday. Rune's going to be doing a lot of work today, I bet."
Funny thing is, I have not told my boss that sometimes on Thursdays I'm just not available for a couple of hours. If they're very good at noticing patterns in my work ethic, they may notice that some Wednesdays I work harder and some Thursdays I don't work as hard.
Jesus. Okay, we found someone. We're gonna go say hi to XS Kinavira. They're playing Puzzles and Dragons Super Mario Brothers Edition, I'm assuming. It's slightly cut off there. It is Super Mario Brothers Edition. I'm nice with it. So this one is a little out of our wheelhouse from Puzzle Wednesday, but you know what? Give them What's a raid message? It's Petal Crash. It's Petal Crash. Hit him with a
Petal
Petal Crash, and enjoy the rest of your night. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Wait, we were unable to raid? Why can't we?
Yep.
Nope. We're figuring this out.
You know, I mean, Germa is Germa is streaming.
I'm not raiding Germa. What?
Everybody loves Germa. I don't even know what a Germa is.
Probe.
I guess.
Haven't heard that one before.
I suppose they are not accepting incoming raids.
Oh goodness!
We're gonna see the most spicy Tetris that shows up.
Grand Blue Fantasy.
Monthly Tetris. This is probably NES Tris. It is NES Tris. I think this is their monthly. Point being, go ahead, enjoy the vibes, and we'll see y'all next time.